Join me as I explore my backyard to see if I can find any haunted trees lurking around. Haunted trees lurking in your backyard? Sounds like the stuff of urban legends and scary stories, right? But what if I told you that these trees might be more than just myth? They might be real, and they might be hiding in plain sight. When it comes to the idea of haunted trees, people tend to fall into one of two camps: the believers and the skeptics. Some think it's crazy to believe that a tree could be haunted, that it's just a tree, a natural part of the environment. They think that the idea of spirits or ghosts inhabiting a tree is ridiculous, something out of a bad horror movie. But others, well, they're not so sure. They think that there's something special about certain trees, something that sets them apart from the rest. For the skeptics, it's easy to dismiss the idea of haunted trees as mere superstition. But for those who think they might be real, the fear is very real. They imagine walking through the woods, the trees looming above them, their branches like skeletal fingers reaching out to snatch them. They imagine the whispers in the wind, the creaks and groans of the trees, the feeling of being watched. And then there are those who claim to have seen things, experienced things that they can't explain. They've seen shadowy figures flitting between the trees, heard strange noises that seem to come from nowhere. They've felt cold spots, areas where the air seems to be colder than the rest, even in the midst of summer. For them, the idea of haunted trees isn't just a myth, it's a reality they live with every day. But where did this idea come from? How did we get to the point where we're even talking about haunted trees? The answer lies in history and the stories that have been passed down through the ages. From the ancient Greeks to modern-day America, there are tales of haunted trees, trees that hold special powers or harbor malevolent spirits. Take the famous whistling hanging tree in North Carolina, for example. This tree was said to be the site of multiple lynchings, and people claim to hear strange whistling sounds coming from it even today. Or the Treaty Oak in Texas, said to be over 500 years old and the site of numerous paranormal experiences. These trees have a history, a story to tell, and for those who believe, they're more than just trees. They're gateways to the unknown. One story that always sends shivers down my spine is that of the Bell Witch Cave. Located in Tennessee, this cave is said to be haunted by the malevolent spirit of the Bell Witch, who was blamed for physical attacks on the Bell family back in the early 19th century. The cave is said to be surrounded by haunted trees, trees that seem to move and twist of their own accord. People have reported seeing strange lights, hearing disembodied voices, and even experiencing physical attacks while visiting the cave. But what if I told you that I've found evidence of a haunted tree right in my own backyard? A tree that seems to be watching me, waiting for its chance to strike. A tree that's been the site of strange occurrences, unexplained events that have left me shaking my head in wonder. Haunted trees, they're not just myths and legends, they're real, and they're all around us. They're fascinating, but they're also frightening. Reminders that there's more to this world than we can see and touch. So, have you had any experiences with haunted trees? Share your stories in the comments below, and be sure to check out my next video on paranormal phenomena. You never know what you might discover lurking in the shadows.